Hey guys, so I cut out the audio for this part just because at the studio there's a lot of classes going on at the same time. At the beginning of each class, you have to climb, and I realized that it was harder to see the whole silk with it horizontal, so I switched it to vertical. You do 4 climbs to the top, and then you're supposed to do inverts, and I unfortunately had lost my invert from when I got injured. So I'm kind of starting back again with tuck ups. I have a problem with tilting my hips back. So I'm just working on, trying to breathe and hold myself up for as long as possible. I try for about 5 to 10 seconds, and I try to do it on each side every class. Again, yeah, right there. I'm like trying to remind myself about tilting my hips because, eventually you have to lean back in order to invert on the silk. And that's what I'm working towards. Another aspect to the warm up is stretching out like your hips and things like that. So you will see me do a single foot lock, and then basically swing my leg around to open up my hips and make sure that I am not too tight. Yeah, right here. So also I sped up the video just because I didn't want this is going to be 2 classes in one. And I didn't want the video to be too long. However, if speeding it up makes it harder to see what I'm doing or whatnot, I can always put it back on regular speed. I guess just let me know what you guys prefer. Um, so, yeah, this is all part of the warm-up. And I was able to take 2 silk classes this week that you're looking at because I had to miss one class at the very beginning of the session, and so I had a makeup, and I just figured it would be best to do it in one week, which did make me very tired by the end of Tuesday just because it's a lot to do back to back. It was well worth it, but it's definitely not easy. So then what I'm doing here is doing a double foot lock. So double foot lock means that both of your feet are wrapped, and I'm trying to stretch my splits, which are horrible, which is fine. Again, something I'm working on. And which I probably should have stretched for longer, to be honest. And then now I'm going to be transitioning here to the first skill that I was working on. I don't remember what it was called. I really should, after each class, write it down. I have one shoulder that is more flexible than the other. And so in this wrap or trick, I struggled with getting my shoulder to pass on the silk when it was behind me without letting go. Man, I really wish I had written down what this was called. So I tried to do it twice, and I couldn't really do it. So then Alex, the teacher, suggested a way, as you can see what she's doing right now, is a way to kind of guide my hand to help get it over my shoulder until I'm ready to let go. So I'm doing a Russian climb up to try again, getting my shoulder through, which I was able to do, and then I kind of cut. I don't really know why I cut there, but I did. So then that was pretty much the majority of that class. So this is Wednesday night, and again, I'm working on tuck-ups. I decided, because I had this leotard and these leggings, I was kind of getting frustrated on Tuesday night with how my leggings would roll down. So Wednesday night I tried it by wearing the leotard over top of the leggings. So the instructor on this night, I'm just hopping around, so this might be a bit of a random vlog, is working on hip keys, which the way the wrap that she wanted us to use, I hadn't used before. So the first time I did it, I was able to, I'm much easier hip keying on my left than I am on my right. So when I went to try to do it on my right, because I didn't wrap it right, like right here, I'm trying to wrap it, and I'm not doing it right. So she comes over and then crosses it behind my back as it goes over my shoulder, and then I just lean into it, and there you go. So yeah, again, I'm practicing all this stuff pretty low on purpose. And this trick here, again, I don't remember what it's called, but you're going into a hip key and then you like change the wrap from there. We did it again this past week, and it was much better. And then the second trick that we worked on involved getting into a crossback in a way that I usually don't get into. I usually just put my legs together, lean forward, and then kind of hook my arms in. And so this way you cross over, and then I'm sitting here forever because I'm not really sure. It's not really forever. It just felt like a long time when I was sitting there waiting, trying to figure out which way to turn because it's kind of counterintuitive, and that didn't really work. So then I just went kind of back into it, and I forgot to do what they call a tango grip with my arm. You have to tango grip the arm that has the straight leg, like the same arm as a straight leg. And then the other tricky part for me was like when I would go to cross, which I did successfully here. So that's a cross back, or an X I just think about it as an X. And then my invert is horrible because I realized that my foot lock on my left leg was a little too high, so that I couldn't straighten my legs out. But my issue with this move, at least last Wednesday on the 23rd, because it's now the 1st of February when I'm recording this, is that my shoulder, again, would kind of slide past. It wouldn't stay behind, or I wouldn't keep it behind my shoulder, and so then it wouldn't make that X. So here I am trying again with the teacher, like just making sure, again, because the turn to me is very counterintuitive. So yeah, the back part kind of slid off when I went to cross it that time. So I just kind of went back, tried it again, crossed my leg over. Well, there we go. Crossed my leg over and then tangoed the straight leg, same arm as the straight leg. And then right there, it just kind of came off my shoulder as I turned around. So I have to keep it on that shoulder. And then as I go back, this time my legs are straighter. They're not straight 100%. And then I ended it there. Man, I just sort of stopped. I've got to figure out how to put a freeze frame there. I just stopped the video there because the rest of the class was doing some conditioning, and I also kind of fell a lot. And my video for this upcoming week, I also fall a lot, but I think I show it more because I'm definitely not perfect, but I also am trying to keep a log, obviously why I'm doing a vlog of my progress. And so hopefully I'll see some improvement over the next few weeks. And again, if having this sped up is like harder to see, then just let me know and I'll put it back at regular speed. But I hope you guys are all staying warm. We've had snow, and with the polar vortex, very cold temperatures, unusually cold temperatures for Virginia. So stay warm. Hope you guys are having a good week, and I'll see you next time. Bye!